I don't really know how to approach this. So, our server has had a vent channel for the entire duration that it's been around. Pretty much all 3.5 years, I'd say. The vent channel is something that, when it was introduced, I felt like it would help people sort of discuss sensitive topics in a place that, like, not necessarily will give them a response, because that was never really the point. The point was just kind of to have a place to feel comfortable talking about sensitive topics and having difficult discussions, some of which got responses, some of which didn't. The culture kind of changed a lot in that channel. When it started out, it was a very different type of channel because of just a lot of things that were happening both in the VTuber community and just in politics at the time. And over time, that channel has gotten a little bit different than what I intended. It came to our attention that the existence of the vent channel was kind of discouraging people from talking about a lot of subjects that really shouldn't be, like, pushed away and, like, hidden in the dark, such as mental health, for example, or just struggles in general. As we had conversations about this in the mod chat, it occurred to me that the vent channel itself was sort of antithetical to the purpose of why I made it. I feel like in the beginning, it might have achieved what I had desired, but over time, it sort of became the only place that people could talk about their issues or what they're going through, or just things that are difficult. And I don't really like that. To me, it gives off, like, toxic positivity vibes, and I've never been about that. My channel here on Twitch and my server and, you know, Twitter posts and stuff like that, I've always been very open about being passionate about mental health. That wasn't always a part of my brand because I was kind of afraid of it. But I did start to embrace it somewhere around 2 years ago, I would say, and it's been a brand of mine ever since going forward. I don't really like the idea that mental health should be shackled to one specific area, and I really don't like the perception that it can't be discussed outside of that area either. So we did away with the vent channel in hopes that it will inspire more spirited, open communication across server members. And we kind of have it broken down into two parts. So the general chat can be used for talking about anything. That includes, like, mental health awareness, just things like that. And if you want to get a little bit more specific, like if you're a subscriber and you, like, want to, like, talk to the community more about, like, your personal situations, you can do that in the subscriber general. Now, none of us are therapists, so obviously I'm not telling you to do this, like, to any serious degree. Serious mental health issues definitely need some sort of professional attention, such as therapy or counseling or something of that nature. And I'm not putting forth my server as any type of counseling place or anything like that. But I did just kind of want to outline this because it is important to me. It is important to what I'm trying to do here. And that is to make sure that you guys understand that you can talk about your issues wherever you please in the server. You can talk about them in the chat. I would rather you didn't, like, go into, like, trauma dumping territory, because that is awkward, obviously. Nobody here has ever done that, though. I've always had a pretty good community as far as mental health goes. I've always been fortunate because I've always had people around me in this community that have been promotive of mental health and not sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Demotive, I guess, of it. And everyone on my mod team is promotive of mental health as well. We're all some degree of neurodivergent, so we all get it. And I myself am neurodivergent too, so I get it. But I just wanted to make people understand. We didn't take the vent channel away because, you know, we wanted to silence people or anything like that. We took it away because we're trying really hard to break open communication, and that's really the long and short of it. So I hope that makes things clear. If you have any questions about it, of course, you can ask me. You can ask my mod team. Any of us will be more than happy to answer you. If you have any questions about like what's acceptable, or like if you have something that you're not sure if it's acceptable, you can always run it past us and we'll tell you. Obviously, if something is too heavy, we will ask you to respectfully not post that in public, and instead point you to a more professional outlet that will be more assistance to you than a Discord server on the internet run by a dog boy who has a latex fetish. And that's it. That's all I had to say. So thank you for listening to that, and I hope that you have a good rest of your evening. We'll be back here tomorrow at the same time, the exact same thing, probably wearing the exact same outfit. Most likely wearing the exact same outfit. We'll say there's a 99% chance of that. There's nobody to raid, so that's pretty much the end of the line. So I will see you all tomorrow. Bye bye, Sabbies.